Good morning, everybody. It's Angie. Okay, so if welcome to my channel. I do a little splash of everything. I do tarot and crystals and teachings and philosophy and a little bit of yoga, some singing bowls. Kind of a master of nothing, jack of all trades, spiritualist. So I wanted to do a introduction to working with crystal energy for my subscribers or some of my friends on Facebook that are interested in crystals because they're growing in popularity. And they're so I made a little basic outline, and this is to try to keep me focused because I could sit here for 2 weeks and talk about crystals, and I have an extensive collection, but this is for beginners. So let's talk about first picking your crystals. Now it's a little different nowadays because you may want to choose going on Amazon.com and purchasing a beautiful beginner set for $30 or less. They have beautiful crystals on there. Rather than how I did it, I used to go to all the rock and gem and mineral and science shops all over the East Coast and in Colorado. So I think I would recommend at this point, when we're dealing with this COVID-19, if you don't have any crystals, I would go onto Amazon.com, and they have these little wooden boxes, and what they give you is really all you need. So they're going to give you a little cluster. This is a cluster. This is a larger cluster of amethyst. They're going to give you a crystal point. Okay, you definitely want a clear quartz because they have all the reflect all the colors in the rainbow. So these are clear points. These haven't been touched by machines. This is how they grow. They grow this way naturally. Okay, nice little point for you. Here's another point that hasn't been touched by a machine. And then you can see the difference. I brought these. I put these here to show you the difference. You can buy these too if you like them. But you see the difference between these. These are polished. And so is this one. I love them all. Okay? You can kind of tell the ones that have been picked out of the earth and untouched because they have a textured quality to them. Some of them look like they're etched. So whatever you like. So when you're choosing a crystal in a shop, you kind of like just put your brain at the door and you just go like the wonder of a child, and you just go and you find one that you think is beautiful, or one that calls you in, or a color that draws you in. And it's really as simple as that. And then, so to complete the set, if you decide to go on Amazon, they give you 7 different colored tumbled stones. Okay? And this is important because you kind of want to have one for each color of the rainbow or each chakra. So I'll go into that more in my second video, but I want to show you my chakra banner. Now, healers are working with 12 chakras now. But for many years, there were 21 minor chakras, and there were 7 major chakras that we worked with. And you want to definitely start thinking about balancing your chakras, keeping them in balance. Okay, and I'm going to keep this brief and simple. So the first chakra it's just like the rainbow, Roy G. Biv. The first one is red. Sorry. I need a video person. I go all around my house. I have shelves of crystals everywhere. That's red. That's what roots you into the earth. So that would go with the red stone. Okay? This is red jasper. It's a beautiful piece. Got this on Amazon recently. Like I really needed any more rocks. Okay? The life force, the blood, your right to be here. Also, this corresponds to any red fruits or vegetables will nourish that chakra energetically. So now we move into orange. Remember, this is like a rainbow. So orange is the center for our creative expression and our sexuality. Okay, and these all go into a gland, okay, in the body, and then they nourish and feed the organs, muscles, tissues, and bones. So I got this beautiful banded orange agate. It comes with the entire set. It gives you a cluster, a point, and 7. Okay, orange. For yellow, they gave tiger's eye. Tiger's eye for this one is the seat of will, our will centers. The seat of anger is in the yellow one. Okay, emotions. Okay. Then we move into the heart chakra, which can be green or pink. So they gave a piece of green aventurine. And I'll talk about some of the properties and metaphysical and healing properties of these crystals in another video. This is a green aventurine, so it's also money attracting stone. Now, also for the heart, you can use a pink stone if you have rose quartz. This is rose quartz. Okay. This one's been shaped on a machine, you can tell. So then you move into the, this is a very important one. The blue is the throat chakra. That's your expression, your verbal expression. The thyroid and the parathyroid gland it feeds. So for this kit gave me sodalite, but this could also be for the third eye. And then this is the Ajna chakra. I teach yoga, so I know them in Sanskrit. This is the seat of our visionary and our psychic abilities. So we all have them. And this could be anything that's indigo, blue, violet. But for this one, they gave this particular kit. This is chevron amethyst. These are tumbled stones. Okay, for this chakra, you see. And then the crown chakra, when I meditate, I kind of see this one as golden threads, golden white light, golden threads. But it's also purple, or it could be a pure white light. So they gave a piece of halite in this particular kit. This crown chakra, this is the one that connects us to the higher realms and all that is. Angelic realms, God realms, the astral plane. How do you think Einstein knew what he knew? Energy is mc squared, mass times the speed of light squared. Where did that come from? He was using his crown chakra to tap into the quantum fields of higher learning from source God. And that's something that anybody can do. So that's a basic kit, and that might be all that you ever need. So let's move on. We're at 9 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this under 45 minutes. I have a basic outline. So let's talk about cleansing the crystals, especially if you're going to buy them on Amazon. You definitely, as soon as you get them, you want to cleanse the energies. And I'll tell you a few ways to do that and to continue to care for them this way. Because energy is stored in stone and bone. So these crystals, they pick up all kinds of energy. If someone comes into your house and they start screaming violently, that energy is going to be absorbed by these crystals. And this has been proven. The piezoelectric quality of crystals and gemstones. I live in Florida, and there was an actual medical doctor. He had an MD. He held a seminar in Naples, which is a half an hour south of me. And he entitled this, it was a, what do you call it when people gather for sessions? I can't think of the word. But he rented out a space, and he had a talk. It was entitled Scientific Proof of the Healing Properties of Crystals. He actually called them crystals. And he presented scientific proof. And this was an actual medical doctor. He wasn't like, I'm a little out there. This guy was very credible in his community. And I thought that was great. Now he charged $80 a head. I kind of give my stuff away for I kind of volunteer my my teaching and stuff. So yeah. So this stuff is becoming very popular right now. Now, these rocks and crystals, they don't have a soul like an animal or a person, but they have a life force in them. They have a matrix. Okay, so you can actually program these stones to work with you. But that's going to be for probably my second video. Like, say you have a special, you research these and you see, okay, you could type in, we got Google nowadays, so you get everything, all the answers. You could type in, for example, what are good stones or crystals for weight loss or headaches or whatever, and then it'll give them to you, and then you can program these. But let's go back to cleansing them. So you get your package from Amazon, and you open it, you see these beautiful crystals because they're just plain beautiful. And what you do is a couple things. The simplest way is you can actually run them under tap water. You can set them overnight in salt water. You can put them on the windowsill, and they love the moonlight to come in the window, through the windows. It charges them. And keep your crystals happy. You can take them out into the sun with you. I used to, years ago, about 20 years ago, I used to take mine. There was a little stream on a property I was renting, and I used to put them under the water, the little waterfall. Yeah, I was really into it back then. And and a classic way, if you can, when you're on Amazon and you order your little crystal kit, you might just want one clear one. That's all you need. But I would recommend you have one representative of the mineral kingdom in your possession. Get yourself some sage. I'm trying to see where mine is so I can show you what it looks like. Get yourself a sage stick, and you can do your entire house, cleanse it of all negativity. You can do your body, your chakras, all around your body, and you definitely want. In fact, I'm going to show you how to do it. Just give me 1 second to grab my sage. Okay, I'm back, and we're at 15 minutes. So this is a smudge stick, and this will last me for probably 2 or 3 months. So I'm going to light this, right? Now you don't want to blow this out. You want to let it go out naturally. So some people say that, Native Americans say that it blows, if you use your breath and blow it out, it blows the spirit out. So you don't want to do that. So you see it's smoking, and you need a shell or something, or a plate under this. So You see? And you allow that smoke. And this is the classic way to do it. This is the way I used to do it for the first several years when I've been collecting rocks and gemstones for, trying to think, do the math because I'm 55. Let me see. I was about 20, 35 years. I'm still buying them. I said I wouldn't buy anymore because I have too many. I have so many, and I have large ones that I can't even relocate. I'm stuck here. And I definitely can't relocate anywhere where you need a plane, airplane, or a boat, because I'm not leaving my rocks behind. Yeah, these are, I love my crystals. Here's a beautiful piece of celestite. We'll talk about other pieces. This is, okay, so that's how you do it. And that's the classic way. Now this stuff does smell like a campfire. Sometimes if I smudge my house and I go out on my bike and I come back in, sometimes it almost smells a little bit like marijuana. So be careful if you have people coming over because they might think the wrong thing. Yeah, and then you can do your chakras too on your body. Okay, so that's what smudging is. Um, and then periodically, if you actually hold your crystals and work with them, they may get a little bit warm, hot, and dull. They'll have a heavy, dull feeling. That's when you want to recharge them. You know, put them on the windowsill or put them in a little bit of salt water for a couple hours. And then there's another way. Not a lot of people do this, but I do because I am very connected to the minerals. That's the manifestation of God through the minerals we eat and the rocks. It's called minerals with a capital M. And then there's a manifestation of God through water, fire, plants. Okay, because God is in every molecule and atom of all things. The life force, the source God, source. So sometimes I just take a deep breath in and I use my breath to do it because I'm really connected to mine. So that's up to you if you're not sharing them. And then if you really want to feel the life force, and don't overthink this because you're going to feel it. What you do is you take a crystal and you put it on that third eye we talked about. You can close your eyes if you want. And you'll feel a beautiful, sparkling, tingling, or could even thump. Yeah, and that way, and it's cold and tingly, and then you know that that it's alive and that it's ready to work with you if you want to work with these energies. So I'll talk about programming them in my next video. But some of the uses for these rocks and crystals, okay, you might just want to put them in your plants, especially these quartz points, just for the beauty of them. You don't have to put them on your chakras. You don't have to. And another really good thing to do with the clear ones is to meditate with them. Just hold them in your hand while you're meditating, or even praying. You're not praying to the crystal. You're just holding it. So meditation, feng shui, just to have some crystals in your house on a shelf here and there, because you're bringing in that matrix, that life force, that's something that the earth made and birthed out. You're bringing that into your home, that energy, okay? So you can use them just to to decorate your house a little bit. And as I said, you can put them in your plants if you'd like. So those are some uses. More advanced uses like body layouts and grids, I'll talk about in another video. So we talked about the chakras. Oh, so I wanted to talk about Akash a little bit. Let me see what I have here. Oh, So if any of you watch tarot card readings, if you ever hear that tarot card readings say the word Akash or the Akashic records, Akash is a classification of stones. So is meteorites. I have a meteorite collection. I also have a collection of Akash. Akashic. Akash is anything that was once alive, right? So this is coral. That would include seashells. It would include ivory from an elephant's tusk. It would include petrified wood. It would include amber, tree sap, coral. I have some petrified dinosaur bone. I have some ammonites. They're beautiful. They're spiral ancient seashells. That would also include, just slipped my mind. Yeah, anything that was once alive is Akash. So I keep my Akash I keep them together. Um, so, oh, and actually we're at 21 minutes and I'm getting ready to wrap this up. I just want to talk a little bit more. Another popular shape is you can get little geodes. So they take this and they cut it and then they polish it and then it reveals the beautiful crystal forms inside there. See? So this is a geode. Some other forms of crystals. I like the spheres. They also have egg shapes. I have both. This is a piece of, this definitely wants to be cleansed. This is a piece of green fluorite. Okay? The spheres are pretty. And then one time I was at a fair and I kept going back and buying more and more of these. I bought these donuts. Now I have a lot more of these, but I just brought a few to show you. And this one's yellow jade. This one's jade. This one's fancy red jasper. I'm sorry you can't see them that well. And then we have blue agate. I have one that's opal, blue opal. So the fun thing about these, and obviously these are made on machines, and I have a lot, is you can decorate with them, but if you get yourself a piece of thick black cord tied in a knot, and you want to start putting some crystals and adorning your body, then you just take the rope, you put the loop through, feed it through, make a necklace, and then you can wear a different one each day of the week for the donuts, and it's easy and quick. Oh, another thing I did was one year I made about 4 dozen. I took some crystals from my personal collection and I did some wire wraps and I sold them and people loved them. And I didn't just buy like a bucket of red agate for like, $20. I was selling some of these pieces for less than what I actually bought the crystal for. And my cousin, she bought some. Shout out, Anita. And I also did not only necklaces and pendants, but I call these desk jewelry. I sit them on my desk. This is petrified wood, and this is a spirit quartz or a cactus quartz. This one here. See, and they sit. I call them desk jewelry. Okay? So you can be as creative as you want. And then this is an egg shape. So I want to give a shout out to my homie Marlo J. In case he's watching this for some reason. Anytime someone gifts you with a crystal or a rock, like they give it to you, those ones they say have extra significance and extra because they're given it in love. You're giving somebody a beautiful gift of something that the earth made. So this one's very special to me, and I keep this one with my gong because this one was given to me. Okay? So, real quick, the last thing you can do before you even order your some crystals, or go to a local rock and gem shop. That's even more fun, because then you get to hold them, and kind of let them choose you. But what you want to do is get out your old jewelry box from when you were a kid, or your jewelry box, and go through that and see what you already have. Check out all the jewelry that you already have. And actually, I keep my metals in. I have a collection of metals too. Um, so yeah, galena, mercury, all kinds of stuff. I kind of like to group my stuff, because that brings me to some books I wanted to show you before I wrap this up. This is a red bowl. This is for that red chakra. I forgot to play this at the beginning. I wanted to play this for you. If you were to look at that banner I showed you, the red chakra, and this bowl, you would see the same ancient symbol. See, it looks kind of like the number 3, a little bit, with like this arm coming off of it, and the 4 petals on it. The lotus 4, this one's 4, and then they continue to double, like the Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, so this stuff is ancient. It really is ancient. It's neat how it's cycling back in. So there's 2 ways to see your rock collection. Now I use both. You can see the more metaphysical yin receptive feminine aspect of them and utilize their energies, or you can collect them and you can get the science books. So this is an extraordinary book. This is a colorful mineral identifier, and this categorizes them by like sulfides and silicates. And this is a science. This is pure science and chemistry, this book here, and I love this stuff. I love science. I'm not just into woo woo stuff. I love science, and this is a scientific book here. Chromates, tungstates, and I can't see here. I forget some of this. Molybdenites. Okay, so this is how they grow. It shows the colors, and it has the chemical formula for every single one. And if you know anything about pottery or minerals or the periodic chart of the element, then you know that contributes to the colors of stones. Like even diamonds. Diamonds could be yellow or green or red, depending on the minerals that are in the earth. So I get really into the science of it. I'll show you the science books, and then I'll show you some of the other ones that I have, and then we'll wrap this up. So this is a science book. This is an eyewitness book. They put out books on animals, everything, plants. So rocks and minerals, okay? And this is like teaches you the tools to dig them with. So this is a science book, okay? Right? And I get excited about these. This is Eyewitness Handbooks Gemstones. This is almost like this has gemstone collections from all around the world, the globe. And this has this is extensive reading, and it talks about shows the different jewelry, the different metals. You see, it's got spinel and stuff that's rare and stuff that's very, very expensive. So this is a great book. This book is like, I've had these books for 20, 30 years, and a lot of these are cut into gemstones. This is gem quality of the stones. Choice. And here's a kid's book. rocks and minerals, kind of like a little kid's book. It talks about the different layers of the earth. Okay, so you don't have to get into woo-woo meditation, put them on your third eye if you don't want. You can just do it for fun, for science. I do both. I'm going to go for both. Um, these ones are more advanced. The Crystal Bible. This is for healers, crystal healers, and so is this one. This one's neat because it categorizes them by color, which is perfect if you're working with the chakras. And this one has like rhodochrosite and celestite, and it goes into like peridot and more other kinds of, if you want to go beyond a basic collection. Now, I haven't used, this is Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Crystal, Gem, and Metal Magnet. This one corresponds every stone to a frequency and to a planet. And this one's kind of has to do with magic, more magic. Fossils are also Akash, right? So yeah, so this is a really neat book. Then this one's fun, Stone Power. This one talks about each finger and what each finger of each right and left hand, and choosing which kind of rings to wear on which fingers. This one's kind of neat. And this lace agates, alexandrite, amazonite. This one is like an encyclopedia. I'm trying to find. This one doesn't have a ton. Here's the one that talks about your hands. You see, this is a hand map right here. The thumb of the left hand is will or desire. Direction or action is the index finger. Intuition or inspiration is your middle finger. Creativity is the ring finger, and the pinky is for change or opportunity. So you can really get as into this as you want. You know, I wanted this. This one's not great for pictures, but it's got garnet. It's got everything in it that you need to do. It has an encyclopedia in the back, and it will tell what these. It'll list most of the gemstones that you can collect, a good amount of them, and they're finding more every day, and what they're for. They have other books that will actually have glossaries, so you can, like, say you're looking for like headaches or creativity or weight loss. You just look it up in the book and it'll tell you, it'll take you to the page. So you can get as into this as you want. Seashells, topaz. Here's a picture in here. But this is a great book. Stone Power by Dorothy L. Mella. Some of these books I haven't looked at in many years. What else do I have? Oh, here's another one that's kind of deep. And then some of these I wouldn't recommend. This is Crystal Healing Secrets. So this is like this is very detailed, very deep reading here. Crystal Healing Secrets. I would recommend this book, The Crystal Healer, or The Crystal Bible. And you can get these on Amazon. This is everything you ever need to know about crystals. And then if you want to collect more, it'll tell you. You can find some in here that you like. And these all have pictures. You see? It shows you exactly what they look like. It gives you the physical properties, metaphysical, health, mental qualities. It's great. You see? This is a fantastic book. You see? And everything that I taught in this video is in this book. And even more. You see? So if you subscribe to my channel, I'm going to do a giveaway. I have a grounding piece. I just got this from Amazon. And this is a piece that I'm going to give away to one of my subscribers. Okay? And then there was one more thing this is kind of something neat that I just got on Amazon. I think it was $15. It's a pyramid generator. See, that's a piece of amethyst in the middle, the pyramid, and then it's got one for each color of each chakra on it. Yeah. Yeah, this lockdown, I kind of discovered Amazon.com, and now I'm kind of trying to slow down on that. So, if you have any questions, subscribe, like the video, and just since I don't have that many subscribers, I can actually interact with you, and I'll answer any questions that you might have. Um, so peace out. Enjoy the welcome to the mineral kingdom, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.